So let's get to those two significant transfer stories involving Manchester United today. The deal for Sancho, now confirmed by Borussia Dortmund, and the news now emerging of interest in Real Madrid defender Raphael Varane. Let's bring in Darmasheth. You can see his papers there, lots of them, so Darms. To Sancho in just a moment, what can you tell us about the developing story first then?
Yeah, look, it's no secret that one of the priority positions that Manchester United want to fill in this transfer window is in central defence. And the information I have this morning is that Manchester United are interested in signing the Real Madrid defender, Raphael Varane. Initial talks, I'm told, have taken place, and he remains a player, and these are the words I was told, that United have under consideration. It's being played down a little bit just now because there are other clubs interested in Varane, including Paris Saint-Germain. Furthermore, he's got a year left on his contract and it still hasn't yet been decided whether he will actually leave Real Madrid this summer, whether he'll see out his contract at Real Madrid, or indeed he'll be offered and sign a new contract at the Bernabeu. This all is against the backdrop, especially as Real Madrid are concerned, of the departure of Sergio Ramos. So there's plenty to think about there. Not only would they have to replace Ramos, but if they let Varane go as well, there's two big holes that they'd have to fill in the centre of that defence. But United are very well aware that Varane, as I mentioned there, is into the final year of his contract as it stands, and he would be free to sign a pre-contract agreement in 6 months so he could leave Real Madrid for no money at all next summer. So it's something that Real Madrid will have to consider if he doesn't sign a new contract. Do they cash in on him now? And it's perhaps a bargaining tool that Manchester United or any other club would use to try and negotiate a lower transfer fee. But as it stands, he's a player that is under consideration. There have been initial talks and United remain interested.
OK, let's talk more about Sancho there. It's the story that you broke yesterday. What are the developments there then?
Yeah, look, Borussia Dortmund confirmed that story that we brought to you yesterday, that there is an agreement with Manchester United over the sale of Jadon Sancho, and they've actually quoted the price as well. It's the price that we mentioned yesterday. It's 85 million euros, which is 73 million pounds, which is a fixed fee, no add-ons at all. He will complete that move subject to passing a medical, and it will be properly formalised once Sancho's and England's participation in the Euros is over. Personal terms were never thought to be a problem. You'll remember this time last year, Manchester United wanted to sign Sancho. They agreed personal terms with Jadon Sancho and his representatives. So there was never going to be a problem with that. So personal terms have been agreed on a 5-year deal. What is interesting about this deal, though, is how the bidding process kind of developed. If you look back earlier on at the beginning of June, United's first bid in this transfer window was for £67 million plus £8 million in add-ons, which comes to £75 million. The second bid a couple of weeks ago, which we broke here on Sky Sports News, was for £73 million initial payment plus £4 million in achievable add-ons. So if you look at that, that was £77 million. This one is for £73 million with no add-on. So the question you'd have to ask is, why are Borussia Dortmund accepting less than the previous two bids? Not just the second bid, but the first one as well. It's all down to the structure of payments. Now, this was the issue that was being discussed over the last few weeks, how the transfer fee would be paid. Now, United were willing to do a deal which would cost £77 million, and it would be spread over the length of Sancho's 5-year contract. But what has happened now is, I think a compromise has been struck whereby Manchester United pay less overall, but the structure of the payment means that they'll pay the £73 million over a 4-year period rather than the 5 years of Jadon Sancho's contract. So they're paying less overall, but in a condensed amount of time.